Greetings, light workers. Greetings, truth seekers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily oracle reading for April the 25th, Saturday, 2020. Okay, seems to be that we are navigating still through some heavy places. And the theme for today is grief. And I think this was a theme similar to this for yesterday. It's understanding that losing something is the opportunity to appreciate that thing. And, I think we're all looking at losing certain freedoms, losing the quantity and quality in which we are being allowed to move. And there's a certain amount of grief with that. Not quite understanding what's next. Having to stand on trust and faith in a very real way. And that's not always the easiest place to be. So let's see, as we honor those blessings we've had, as we honor the knowing that this grief is heavy only because there have been places we have been and freedoms that we have had all of our lives that were blessings, that when we look at the way the rest of the world moves, we took them for granted. And so now, as our government doles out what they have in mind for us for free, we grieve the life that was and prepare for the new normal. I know everybody's sick of hearing that expression, the new normal. But that's what we got. We got a new way of living. And we are in limbo as to exactly what that's going to look like. So if that's not a reason to grieve and appreciate those things that we have had as we look forward to those things that we will have, then I don't know what is. So what's coming from the toolbox today, this Saturday, to help us navigate this grief is the card of Lord from our ancestors and angels deck. And the card of Lord says take charge with authority. Because there are a lot of things we don't know. But there's no reason not to move and do the things that are right in front of us that we do know, that we do have authority over. And that will move us forward in whatever the new circumstances are. So the card of Lord says, don't be afraid to take charge or to use your voice. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you that you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or your gifts are being taken advantage of, it's time to change that. I don't know who that speaks to or how and what area of your life that speaks to you, but if you're grieving and have been sitting in inaction, the card of Lord pushes us to move forward and take authority of the things that we were given to be stewards of. So moving forward from a chakra space, it's a purple card that's resonating now, and it's called Despondence. And despondence speaks to what Lord was egging us on to address. Our inactivity, our inability to move, because of grief. But guess what? Things become clearer, the walkway even clearer when you do the very next thing that's in front of you. It may seem as though it does not have much effect in the grand scheme of things, but as things change, if we have been keeping in order what's right in front of us, we will move with the perfect momentum right into the new next thing. So, in which part of my life am I feeling immobilized? I know what I need to do. Am I willing to trust myself? It's about revelation, movement, and encouragement. So we'll be encouraged to move in spite of our grief and do the things that are right in front of us. And if we do them in a mindful way, that will help in assisting the shift from grief to maybe acceptance. The fourth and final card for this day's reading from the Course in Miracles is that I am affected only by my thoughts. So if the thoughts that are bringing you anything more grief or anything less than at least acceptance, then it's probably time to do some practices and sit still and work your way through those feelings into a new thought, or whichever works for you. Start anchoring in a new thought so the feelings will shift. Only you know which way works best for you. So, seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind about the world. What you see reflects your thinking, and your thinking but reflects your choice of what you want to see. So let me read that again. Seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind about the world. What you see reflects your thinking, and your thinking but reflects your choice of what you want to see. So, today, we do more shadow work, and we look at where we're stuck, and we are being pushed forward to see a different thing. If what I'm seeing is causing me not to move, and sometimes we don't really know what the next move is on a grand scale, but we know we can clean up our room. We know we can cut the grass. We know we can wash the windows. And maybe none of that moves you. But if you do it, if we do those things in a mindful way and pay attention to the small nuances that each task requires, there's an acceptance that'll come with that. Where grief can turn its way in a big way to appreciation of those freedoms that still remain, of those things that are blessings that we still have access to, that we may pull and amplify the good. So that's the message for today. Stay in appreciation for what you have. Take authority over those things you were given to steward. And though we may feel cloudy right now as to the next move, there is always the thing that is right at hand. That as we do in a mindful way, our thoughts will begin to shift. And this is work for me, because people who know me will tell you I'm the project master. Got 100 projects. And that's just a way of me managing my thoughts, managing my emotions, managing what I'm allowed to manage. So I don't spend as much time in sadness about the things I'm unable to move. So I challenge you to take on a little task and see how much of a big shift it allows you to come into. Happy Saturday. I think we're going to get a little sun. So, by all means, let it touch your face. And thank you, God. Namaste. And have the best Saturday of your choosing. Be well.